Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's still going to be a rough year because we're going to get the backlash from 2020 this year. So everybody get ready. Ricky Rubio blasts his teammates, basically says no excuse. Ricky Rubio is back in Minnesota where his NBA journey started on December 26, 2011. It's been 3,293 days since then, and the Wolves had one season above 500, 47-35 in 2017 and 2018 with Tibbs and Jimmy Buckets. That means Ricky is still waiting for a playoff game in a Wolves jersey. And if the first 4 games are an indicator, it won't happen this year. The Wolves are 2-2, but the play has been much worse than their record indicates. The 13th most expensive team in the NBA at $128,979,723 should look like a decent basketball team. Their 2 max guys in Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell can't play the young guy card anymore. This is their 6th season in the league, and by now they are what they are. Rubio summed it up very well. When things weren't going our way, everybody goes playing selfish. We have to learn there's a lot of excuses. We're young, blah, 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 this and that. But once you step on the court, you're playing for an NBA team, and the last 2 games has been ridiculously bad. What the Spanish veteran is describing has been a problem with the Wolves for a while. There's a difference between guys in the park hooping and a professional basketball team playing in the NBA. The moment things go south, the Wolves lose patience and turn to hero ball. That's how you get blown out by the Lakers without AD and Clippers without Kawhi. We have to show some pride. There's things we can't accept, and one of them is we can lose games in this league. There's a lot of guys who can compete and beat you, but we can't lose the way we did the last 2 games. Someone sent this quote to Paul George. To be fair, the Wolves have been playing without Towns. But apart from the few seasons with KG on the team, Towns hasn't been a poster boy for defensive effort. A young team may not have the experience nor knowledge to play tremendous defense, but there's no excuse for lack of effort. This is why young teams need veteran players. Rubio has a history with the organization, is a good player, and will call guys out. If the goal is to be a consistent playoff team in the West, the goal isn't being good in fantasy, but in real life. We're 2-2, which is a good record, but it doesn't show exactly where we're at. We're way worse than 2-2 right now. Let's see if the team accepts Rubio's insight and start changing his ways. Oh, so when the white boy says something, it's okay. But when Jimmy Buckets called out a guy named Karl Anthony Towns, y'all blasted him. Y'all said he's the problem. Y'all said he was the problem in Chicago. He was the problem in Philly with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. He was always going off on poor little Ben Simmons. He was going off on the Polecat. Polecat was getting it. Now, I haven't watched their games this year. I haven't on this thing I can watch the games and replay. I just really ain't been interested in sports right now. I catch some games here and there. Basically, I've been watching The Mandalorian, so I finally can watch it. So I've been hooked. So y'all ain't gonna get really sports from me until probably next week or the week after when I do a recap of what I've been seeing in the NBA and stuff, and basically talk about the NFL as well, because NFL has been on point. Now, this has been the problem with Karl Anthony Towns. I don't have to watch this game to know what he's been doing. I've seen some clips of him. Like, I think he was hurt in the Los Angeles Lakers game. No, I will give him that. He was hurt. But this is the same thing that's been going on. Cat is not a leader. He is what we call soft. He's very soft. He's a soft big man. And if you think that he's going to be the guy to save Minnesota, it's like, no, but it takes Ricky Rubio to tell you the same thing. But it's just funny to me that you guys were blasting Jimmy Butler for years. Now everybody like Jimmy Butler. Now everybody want to root for him. My homeboys who quote unquote say a Miami fan, he really a LeBron fan and was a Jordan fan, but whatever. He like Miami now. He like Miami now, I guess. I thought the Hurricanes was the only Miami team he liked, but anyway, I sidetracked. However, this is the problem. The problem is Cat is soft. Then you got D'Angelo Russell, who I watched last year, and he hasn't changed his game. D'Angelo Russell is a one-on-one player, and he's not good off the ball. Kyrie could play off the ball. Everyone just thinks Kyrie is a player who loves to... No, Kyrie could play off the ball. D'Angelo tries to play like Kyrie, but he's not Kyrie. He's not on that level. And he wants to basically be a one-on-one guy instead of getting the team involved. Ricky Rubio is a good point guard when he's healthy. To me, he's overrated as far as where he was picked. He was picked very high, but to me, he hasn't lived up to it because of injuries. His play on the court is he can play. Ricky Rubio can ball, but his problem is injuries. And not only that, he's right. And it's not just the Timberwolves. It's the whole league. Everybody is playing this one-on-one basketball, barely moving the ball. It's only a few teams. The Charlotte Hornets are surprising me. They're jacking up crazy shots, but they're moving the ball. They're getting guys the ball where they wanted to. From what I've seen from Charlotte, because I've been watching Charlotte look good. I don't know how long it will sustain, but they look good. My Magic, they look okay. I think they lost against Philly. Ben Simmons hit his third three of his career. Everybody throwing a party. Wow. Okay, I guess so. But also I want to talk about this. Look. You guys with these funny memes talking about Donovan Mitchell struggling. Don't ever put Donovan Mitchell on Kobe's level. You guys have been so disrespectful to Kobe, calling him Kobrick, right? Okay, if he's Kobrick, how did he win 5 championships out of 7 tries? And in those games, he won a championship. In the game, he had a bad game, which was a game 7 against Boston. His fingers were messed up. His index finger on his shooting hand was messed up and he had bone spurs in his ankle. But if you go look at 1 through 6, he had a great shooting performance. He only had one bad shooting game, which was game 7. So stop with all the jokes and everything. You guys don't know basketball, especially in this basketball network group on Facebook. Y'all guys don't go in that group because people are idiots. It's a bunch of idiots. I realized when I got on the internet, I realized a lot of people are idiots and really don't know basketball. They really don't. They talk about LeBron is efficient. Yeah, because LeBron go to the basket every 2 seconds and he offensive foul everybody. All he does is score at the basket. But if you look at his mid-range and his 3, he's terrible, especially down the stretch. But we'll get back to that. Minnesota's problem is going to be Cat. Cat is not a franchise player. I'm sorry. He's not. He's soft. The guy is soft. He's always been soft. Jimmy Butler basically called the man out, and he busted him and Wiggins in practice. Wiggins sucked too. Wiggins is trash. And I told y'all Wiggins is trash. Wiggins should have been let go by the Warriors. But I guess the Warriors are like, oh, well, we're going to keep him because, we're going to keep him, man, because, we need help and, we don't have no Clay. Look, I would have traded that dude somewhere so fast, got rid of him. He is nothing but a problem. He ain't going to do nothing. But Jimmy Butler said all this about Cat. But you guys blasted Jimmy for it. But when Ricky Rubio says it, the white guy, I don't want to hear no, well, he's Spanish. Spanish people are white. They're from Europe, right? They're not Puerto Rican or Hispanic. They're not Puerto Rican or Mexican. Puerto Rican and Mexican are usually mixed. They're mixed. The Spaniards, yes, they are basically white. They're European. Now you have some black Europeans. However, they're white European. That's what Spanish are. Not all of them, but he's from Spain. So, like I said, he called it out because he sees what all of us see, is that Cat and all of these guys, D'Angelo Russell, they're not superstars. They're not. They're betas. They're role players. They're not franchise guys. I don't care how many points you put up. Doesn't matter. You're not a franchise guy. So to me, the Timberwolves are going to have to do some soul searching. To me, these next few weeks, I would give it a month. If things still haven't changed in a month, I would think about moving D'Angelo Russell. Also, I would think about moving Cat. And I would free up that cap space and just bring in some players to be competitive until you find that right guy to take the franchise over. It's the facts. He's never been that way. I feel sorry for him because his mother died and, from COVID, and that's sad. But at the same time, man, the dude's been soft. He's always been soft. He's never been a real great big man to me. I mean, he's okay to me. He's just never been great like that. Especially coming out of Kentucky. To me, he was the weakest one. Well, I don't know. I think, Anthony Davis was weak, but Anthony Davis to me is a better player than him, but they're both soft to me. But I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Do you feel that, Cat's not the problem, or you feel like he could get better? I think he's the problem. I think he's the reason the T-Wolves aren't doing anything. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you want to donate to the page, you can cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening. We're out. Live boy.